I feel like women offer an emotional, like, and more comforting. Like, men are strong. Like, men are meant to be the muscle, I feel like, and women are meant to be the caretakers and the protectors. I feel like that's what women offer. Not the protectors, sorry, the caretakers.
No side combos,
okay,
guys.
so
Otherwise the audience can't actually hear when people are talking. So go ahead.
Did you hear that? Okay.
No, repeat yourself, sorry.
I said I feel like the men are the muscle, like the protector, and the women are the caretaker. That's what women have to offer. We're gentle, we're kind, we have more of like an emotional connection.
Can I bounce off of what you're saying?
Yes.
Women are the one who provide, I mean, like, from a biological perspective, women provide the babies. Women are the ones who have to go through the reproduction and, like, have to be cared for in that process. So I think that's what, like, why a guy should be able to be, like, the stronger one and be more of the providing one. Not 100% the provider, obviously. Like, there should be...
And do men have any decision over your reproductive rights, or can you have an abortion?
What was that question?
And is the man allowed to say a word about you having an abortion?
No. Why?
No.
Why would he?
So then if that's the case, then even if it is the case that you are the person who's responsible for reproduction, you are also the decider as to whose genes get to reproduce. So again, when you're talking about equality, right, that's not even equitable, by the way.
Yeah, but not in every situation.
When you're talking about equality, like, what does this have to do with equality? You're the ultimate decider in that category as well as to who
Women
gets to
aren't
reproduce.
always the ultimate decider in that, though.
Yeah, that's right.
then
They are.
don't they lose equality?
So again, there's nothing about that that's equitable. And when you're talking about equality, you already have that. So why do you deserve chivalry? Why do you deserve a status given to you by men simply because you're female if men have no additional authority? They get nothing. What do they get?
Can I tell you the definition of chivalry that I agree with based on the dictionary definition?
Go ahead.
Okay. The sum of ideal qualifications of a knight, including courtesy, generosity, valor, and dexterity in arms.
Well, I don't understand. If you agree with that, then why are you saying that women deserve chivalry? Are you saying that women deserve knights who are great in the category of being good with arms? Otherwise, if that's the definition you agree with, then why are you even telling me that women deserve chivalry? That makes no sense. You don't think that men are supposed to be knights, good with swords and shields and shit? So why would you bring up chivalry?
I think that men should display qualities of courtesy, generosity, and valor without it being transactional. And they should do it just because.
Is that chivalry?
I mean, it didn't specify whether it's transactional or not, but you're saying that you would only do it.
I'm asking you, is that chivalry?
Having qualities of valor.
Yeah.
And what was the other thing? Courtesy, yeah, and generosity, yeah.
Okay, so then your definition of chivalry and mine are exactly the same. You just wanted to change it for the purpose of the argument, but it actually made no sense. So if you're just saying, we as women deserve to have X, well, what is that then? Is it opening doors for you? Is it lifting heavy stuff that you can't lift?
Yeah.
Is it going and dying in wars on your behalf when you don't have to die on the wars? Is it getting in the boat first? Is it protecting you and the women and the children first? If it is all of those things, tell me what I get.
I would say yes, it's all of the above, and I wouldn't speak for me explicitly, but I would argue that there's a good amount of women that like to be homemakers, like to work in community fundraising, things like that.
Yeah, what do I get for you, for us to treat you that way? What do we get?
Well, that's what I'm saying. You're talking about it explicitly in a transactional way.
Yeah, what do we get? Can you tell me one thing we get for giving you all of that shit? What do we get?
Well, I'm also saying that women should be chivalrous to people underneath them.
How?
So,
How could you be chivalrous to men? Like, what are you going to do? Pick up my groceries for me? Like, you're not going to do any of that shit?
No, because you're not
gonna
weaker
do any
than
of
me.
that.
That's the whole context.
So
but I would do that
again, you're just asking for a separate social status, and I want to know what I get for it. I want to know what men get. What do men get for you getting this social status?
Why do you have to get something? If I do all of those
Why should I do anything if I don't get something?
Let me know when I can finish. Let me know when I can finish.
I'm answering your question. You just asked me a question. You said, why do things have to be transactional? And I start answering your question, then you want to go ahead. Tell me, give me the nod when you're done. Go ahead.
So from my understanding, your original question is, what do you get? And my statement is you shouldn't have to get anything. I would be chivalrous towards someone that needed my help as well. What is chivalrous? Generosity, things like that. So all those things that you said about opening doors,
valor.
lifting things, etc., I would do for an elderly
what is
person, a
valor?
child.
What is valor?
I don't know. I'd have to look into that more.
Valor is like fighting off dragons. Valor is standing up against the horde.
I would do that for an
Valor is
elderly
going
person
to
or a
the
child without receiving anything.
Valor's going to the OK Corral when there's 12 different men and only you, right? Nobody's giving women these expectations. That's insanity. No woman anywhere has these expectations. And so as soon as you guys have those expectations, fine. Then we'll talk about whether or not you deserve your door open, you deserve to, for men to go down with a ship and this type of thing. But if you demand equality, and we get nothing for the equality, then we're going to treat you equally, which means you don't get to punch men, you get punched in the face back. It means that you get to go down with the ship. You get to go fight on the front lines just like men. You have to have the same social expectations have to apply to you, or we're not equals.
So if all men disappeared tomorrow, women should only be chivalrous to elderly and children if they are getting something from them. Is that what you're saying?
What? I'm saying that would be the case if you're demanding equality. If you're saying no, men and women are ontologically different, we have a different sense of being, and so we should have a different, unequal social status, then sure, then you can say, if that's the case, we deserve to be protected, we don't have the same status. But the second you demand that you have the same exact status as men, then it becomes transactional. Because otherwise, why should I have the expectation of men that I don't have of you if you say you're my equal? That makes no fucking sense.
I guess I don't understand what the correlation with chivalry and equality has to do. Maybe this is where I'm confused. So by women having the equal opportunity to engage in equal rights under the law, that is somehow going against chivalry? Is that what you're also saying?
No, but I'll reiterate my argument again because it's really simple. If you and I are equal, Andrew, you and I are completely equal under the law, under political status, under all categories. There is no reason for me not to treat you exactly like an equal, exactly like one. I get no additional status by treating you as a protected class or by something which needs to be protected because you're demanding equality with me, not me with you. So if that's the case, what do I get for this idea of, no, not only am I equal with you now, but I get protected status on top of that? Like, what the fuck is that? That's bullshit. That's not equality.
Okay, so you're all equal under the law, but let's say someone has more traditional values. Are you then going to be chivalrous towards them because you might potentially get something from them?
No, a person who would follow a chivalrous value, like under Christian ethics, a woman, she would not say that she is equal to me. She would instead be in a submissive role to me. That submissive role would grant her additional statuses that I would not have. In exchange for that, I'd have elevated authority. This is how it was done all throughout human history. So either you elevate men's authority or you say you're not equals, but the second you say you're equals, you can't demand additional social statuses. You can't do that, or you're not equal. You're demanding non-equality at that point.
Can you be submissive but pro having the opportunity to do the things you want, or be pro letting other people?
No, you can listen, if you demand equality, you can do whatever you want. But just don't request additional social statuses, like men need to be chivalrous, pay for dates, open doors, go down with a ship, go fight your wars. Don't demand additional statuses if you say you're equal. That makes no sense. Either you're equal or you're not equal.
Here.
You can't have it both ways.